Rebecca Farber, and I'm a public relations major.
Hi, my name is Fahad. My major is electrical engineering.
My name is Olivia Alm, and I'm a health science major, and our project is on China, the one-child policy.
A brief background around of the role of Chinese man during 1949 to 1976. The People's Republic of Chinese population increased from 540 million to 940 million. Because of the population outbreak after 1970, citizens were angered to limit their Chinese to 2. However, in 1979, Deng Xiaoping established the one Chinese policy as a temporary measure. This policy has now been fixed for more than 30 years.
Created as a temporary measure, the one-child policy limits a couple to one child each. This policy does not apply to everyone and does not have some exceptions. It is restricted to ethnic Han Chinese living in urban areas. Han Chinese make up 91% of China's population. If the couple conceiving are both only children, they are allowed 2 legal births. If the couple's firstborn has a major disease or disability, they may have a second child. In rural areas, the couple's firstborn is a female, they may apply to have a second child. In the event of a second pregnancy, fines, abortion, and even forced sterilization are some of the consequences related.
Go. Gender effects. Since 1980, the fertility rate in China has fallen from 2.63 to 1.61 child per woman. China has always had a long tradition of son preference. Because many families are limited to one child and hoping for a son, abortion, neglect, abandonment, and infanticide have been known to occur to female babies. With the need to have more male infants and the cruel treatment of female infants, the sex ratio has leapt to 117 to 100. It has been said by the national government of China that there are 40 million more males than females in China. Because of this, social instability, population decrease, and courtship-motivated immigration are all the possibilities for China's future.
The one-child policy exerts stress on parents to abandon unwanted children. These children are then sent to state-sponsored orphanages. In 1995, there were more than 40,000 orphanages reported in China. Infanticide is another very real possibility for unwanted children. Chinese girls are twice as likely to die in their first year of life as boys. Although sex-selected abortion, abandonment, and infanticide are all illegal, the U.S. State Department, the Parliament of the United Kingdom, and the human rights organization Amnesty International have all declared that China's one-child policy is a major contributor to infanticide.
After their first birth, most mothers must receive an IUD injection and quarterly checkups to ensure it is still intact. Couples must obtain a permit to start a pregnancy. In rural areas, women are routinely checked in on to ensure that they are not pregnant and have not recently been pregnant. Families abiding by this policy receive a one-child parent glory certificate after the wife accepts tubal ligation.
This is the video about one-child policy.
On September 25, 1980, the Chinese government instituted its one-child policy to be in place for 30 years, but it's still in force today. Since the day the policy began, horrible things have happened. When families can have only one child, they choose boys. Mothers who give birth to baby girls are condemned in their culture and are often rejected by their husbands or in-laws. Trying again for a boy is dangerous. Second-time mothers face exorbitant fines or a forced abortion. The systematic elimination of girls is called gendercide, and it's happening in 4 ways. Through prenatal sex selection, infanticide, abandonment, and trafficking. And It's happening every day. Since the policy began, 37 million Chinese girls have been lost. That's more than the number of people killed in all the major genocides of the past century combined. Each of these girls will never celebrate her first birthday. Today, it's time to remember them. Your moment of silence starts now.
Being a health science major, I can relate to the one-child policy because of the results in overall public health in China caused by this regulation. Abortion is extremely harmful, both mentally and emotionally, to a woman, especially if it is done by someone who's not a licensed doctor. With all the abandonment and neglect, babies are also not being properly cared for, and being an advocate of public health, I would like to get the word out and help.
As a public relations major, I can relate to this topic because I'll be working with getting the information out to the public. With that being said, I think it is important for the people of China as well as all over the world to know that this policy is immoral and unnecessary.
Because my major electric engineering, I am not directly connected to the many should invite to the one-child policy, but a way to look it is the hospital and infringements may be run down and they need someone to fix it. It will be by my major.
The one-child policy of China is a major issue affecting both the population and gender in this country. With all families being only allowed one child, families are doing anything in their power to ensure they get a male. Although this seems like a good idea in the view of workability and economic stability, it is resulting a large drop in population. There are now almost 40 million more men than women, and because of this, birth rates will decrease while death rates will increase, making China achieve a zero population growth rate by the year 2025 and a negative 0.5 population growth rate by 2050. These actions will cause China's economy to shatter with the amount of jobs unable to be filled.
We're about to play an old Chinese game called Cat Catching Mice. What time is it? Just struck 9. Is the cat at home? He's about to die.